Hi guys, what's up? It's me, Jimmy a Geek. So today I'm gonna give you a quick introduction to HTML programming. Basically, this will be a totally beginner course. I will not go into the hand coding HTML, anything like this. Even I will not go into any kind of history of HTML. Basically, it will be telling you what HTML is and what you need to do to learn HTML and what things you need. So let's get started. Jimmy Geek 2014, all copyrights are reserved. Okay. So what is HTML? HTML is a programming language which present website layout. So basically the layout. Basically it means the text should come upper lower. The box should be on left or right. In that box there can be a paragraph. There can be a heading, subheading, where the subheading should be at the bottom, below, upper, in the middle. That is called website layout. Okay, and then HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. From the name, you should already knew it. Hypertext. Basically, it is a hypertext and markup. Markup is marking up. Some people still call it HTML. It's only a markup language. It is not a programming language. But inside HTML is a real markup programming language. There's a debate. Is HTML is just a markup language or HTML is a programming language? For me, HTML is a real programming language. Basically, it's markup. Basically, markup mean instruction. It is giving the instruction to the text to do certain things. For example, it is giving a instruction to the subheading to appear below. It is giving to the heading to appear at the upper side. It is giving to instruction to a text to become a heading. That is in simple word called programming. You are giving a set of instruction. You are giving the set of tags. HTML is a set of markup tags. Okay, you are giving certain tags which appear to the computer, to the interpreter, which to the browser. Basically the web browser interpret the tags appear in a certain manner. Basically HTML is a markup programming language. It is not only a markup language. So get things clear, HTML is a programming language. HTML text describe website content layout. I have told you before. It means the subheading should appear upper, lower, bottom, right, or left. In simple word, you are giving a set of instruction, which is a set of tags, how your content should look like. Basically, like in a magazine, there's a layout. For example, the upper on the upper left there should be some kind of breaking news. On the below there should be some kind of advertisement. That is you're doing with your website document, which is a web page. Publish online documents with heading, text, table, list, photo, extra. Basically HTML document publish online documents which turn into web pages and then a website. Basically I have told you before, it is giving you, you are giving the set of instruction which is tag, where should the heading appear, on the left, right, tag, on the left, right, below, bottom, and then the text should be below the tables. And there should be a bullet point list. And there where the photo should appear, the photo should appear bold, or the photo should appear with a caption, all that kind of things. So HTML is a programming language. It's a markup language. HTML is a document. Basically you are making a preparing a document, but you are programming with the markup tags. And then after that the HTML document turn into the web pages, and then the web pages turn into the website. Do you got that? You should got that. HTML is very easy to learn. What is website? So let's try to understand what the hell is a website. Website is an HTML document which you can see on the World Wide Web. Basically World Wide Web is a www. You should already know. Don't ask what the hell is the World Wide Web. You should learn in your kindergarten. World Wide Web is a www is an information system on the internet which allow documents to be connected to other documents by hypertext link, enabling the user to search for information by moving from one document to another. So let make me let's make things some clear and easier to understand. So from one document to another document, basically you have two documents, you have two web pages. HTML document is a single web page, and then there's another HTML document which is another web page. So basically two web pages. So how we should make a website? We should link www. Basically hypertext links are linking document 1 to document 2. For example, on a website you click in a menu, you click on a certain product, that is a second document. Do you got that? For example, you go to Google, and then you click in the images. Google, the main page is the number one document, number one website. Images is another document, another website. Hypertext links, you are linking it. Okay, basically it's very easy to understand, it's not complicated. Let's move on. Three mechanism of www. So what the bloody hell is the three mechanism of World Wide Web? Let's get to number one. A uniform naming scheme for locating the resources on the website are called URL. So all of you know what is the URL. For example, you are sharing some kind of links on your Facebook. What the hell you share? You call it links. In reality, it's a URL. You're copying the URL at the top of our web browser and pasting on your Facebook. Oh, breaking news. Oh, this kind of cute cat. We sometimes sharing some kind of stupid, funny, dumbest video in the world on your Facebook. You're copying the URL and you're pasting it. Basically, that link is called URL. In easy word, uh, it is used for locating resources on website. Basically, if every web page, every website have a unique URL. It is a naming scheme. So basically you can say it is a unique naming key for your website. The URL are not made in numbers like 01006. Nobody can remember. URL can be like www.geek.com, www.google.com. It's quite easy to remember. Even there is some kind of complicated URL, even there are some kind of private URL which cannot access to the normal public, which can only access by the accessing the deep website or the dark website, which is a really high end stuff. Even there are URL for the military, which are in the military can access all that kind of high end crap. For us who just know URL like google.com, cnn.com, it's a basic the naming scheme for locating the sources on the website, which are called URL, which you call it people links. Protocol. So what the hell is a protocol? Protocol which are used to access name resources. Again, the URL over the website are HTTP. Do you got that? Protocol are used to access name resources over the website. Name resources which are URL. What the hell is name resources? Which are URL, which is the website link like www.google.com. Over the web are HTTP. So let's find out what the hell is HTTP. HTTP is a hypertext transfer protocol. So you can read in the number 2 point protocol. You need three mechanism of www. One is uniform naming scheme, second is protocol, third is hypertext protocol. HTTP, basically HTTP is a protocol for easy navigation among resources, which is HTML website. Basically it's make your hell a lot of easy to navigate along the website. So let's move to next. How to view HTML website? This is the question I always get from the newbie, from the beginner. How we can view our HTML documents, HTML website. We just try to create it first. Most people even don't know how to view it. It's very simple. You have just write some kind of code, you have program, and just click right click and click open with. Basically if you save the file as HTML, it will automatically can be opened as your default web browser like your Google Chrome. So web browser known as Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari, and my favorite of all, Opera, read HTML document and display them as web pages. Okay, basically the middleman is the, basically let me tell you, the web between website and then the HTML document, the middleman is a web browser. Web browser is, you can call a machine. You put something in and then you get something out. Like for example like a sugar can, you put a sugar can in a sugar cane machine and then you get the juice. Wow, what a yummy juice. So for a tip, I always put black pepper in my sugarcane juice. It's really amazing. So let's get back to our web browser. Web browser is a middleman. You make HTML document, you give it to the web browser. Web browser, take it here. I don't know what to do. I already program. It's your job. And then the web browser say, okay, let me interpret it and then display to the end user. Basically, I use Opera. And then here's a quick tip. Basically, it is an introduction, but as long you stay with me, we will try to teach you in a more deeper about HTML hand coding and HTML history and advanced HTML like HTML5. But here's a quick trick in the beginning. Whenever you make a website of HTML, you must always be in a multiple web browser. Not all documents are displayed as same. Google Chrome will display website differently. Firefox will display differently, and my favorite Opera will display differently. So you should always have all the major browser like Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari, and my favorite, of course, Opera should install. And always try to check. There is always some problem, and then there's also the problem of version like the Internet Explorer 6 cannot display current website correctly. Like always try to this is a little bit middle level stuff. You should know how to program HTML website, HTML documents, and then you will get to know this detail how to fix the problem like the bugs to appear your website across the board in all web browser nearly as the same, if not fully same. Basically it's called identical. Basically you can never appear your all the websites same in all web browser exactly. So web browser does not display HTML text but used to interpret and display HTML document as web pages to us. Basically, I told you web browser middleman. It does not give us the raw context. It does not give us HTML text. If you really see the HTML text in first, so it will look quite hard for you to understand. So basically it's used to interpret the display of the HTML documents. So the web browser only help us to display the HTML tags and interpret and then display as a web pages. Do you got that? HTML tags, web browser interpret it, and then the web browser see it, and then it interpret and then display as web pages. Even then user can see the HTML tag by clicking right click on your website and click source code. Source code is a raw HTML tags. It's quite easy. You can always be just try to stop the video, click on YouTube, just click right click and click source code. You can see the raw HTML text. So let's move on. What you need for HTML programming? You only need a major web browser which are Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari, and Opera already. And then you need a text editor. You only need two things. You text editor which you already have the notepad on your window computer, but I will say download notepad plus plus. It is free. It is the one of the best text editor out there. I always use it. I love it. I adore it. Basically notepad plus plus do is which is color code your text. Basically in a simple notepad you will see everything is black. For example, if you're writing less code, no problem. If you are going to write more code, it can be a big problem. Basically the notepad plus the color code that tag, and it will tell you, it will double check for you. For example, you have write a tag, basically for example h1 close or some kind of like this. Basically it will tell you is the tag rightly close or not, is there a kind of misspelling or not. Also download notepad plus plus. So in a third video we're gonna talk about notepad plus plus, so how you can benefit of a notepad plus plus is a really amazing piece of software. I always use it. Even I use it for PHP programming, CSS. So let's move on. So that's all for today. That's all for introduction for today. So stay tuned for part 2, untold history of HTML programming. So basically I'm teaching you HTML programming in a blended way. I'm not gonna bore you. Basically for a newbie, they just get scared of, no, I'm gonna teach you real HTML. At the end of my HTML introduction course, you will coding real website, fully website in a fun way. So subscribe to my channel, leave your comment below. If you hate me, just hate me. If you like me, just like me. And if you have any question, so in upcoming episode in future, every week I'm gonna upload nearly one episode of HTML programming. So please leave a comment below. I will address in the upcoming episodes. Subscribe. Bye, Anara.